Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. I'm going to be doing analysis as of today, giving you my thoughts on what's going to happen in the immediate short term. If you haven't already, please do consider hitting that subscribe button and clicking that notification bell. I've been trading full time for basically 5 years now, and I'm literally giving you my live trades. So follow along now, and you'll probably save some money at some point. So let's dive in. So I'm going to start out here with the bullish case, and then we're going to do the bearish case, right? Because there are two. There's always two sides of the coin. So let's just start out with the basics here, right? Bitcoin is in a macro uptrend. We're making higher highs and higher lows. We're in a bull market. We are above our EMA band, which is very, very positive. And we have just recently seen a bounce from our 2-day EMA band here, which is generally what you do expect in these bull markets. So we have just now seen that over the last week, which is absolutely great to see. I wasn't so sure if Bitcoin was actually going to bounce here, just because of the amount of times that we actually retested it. So it is fantastic to see this bounce. We also currently today are just breaking above our RSI downsloping trend line, which has been holding the price back since the 22nd of November 2024. See the way we've had this downsloping trend line here, holding the price down. On the higher time frames, like the daily or the weekly, anytime you see a trend line like this getting broken on the RSI, it is often the sign of a breakout. The RSI can actually lead the price, and you can see right now we are indeed breaking out here. So this candle is going to confirm in 45 minutes time, so probably by the time this video is uploaded, which is fantastic. As long as price stays above this trend line, this is indicative of a bullish breakout here to the upside, which is great. If we just nip down to the before I do that, actually, if we just toggle our 50-day SMA on as well here, some of you might remember from my last couple of videos, I was feeling quite nervous about Bitcoin before because we had closed below the green line here, which is the 50-day SMA, but we have now broken up, reclaimed that, and closed multiple candles above. So I no longer have that worry, and have now flipped bullish again on Bitcoin on the shorter time frames. Also, on the 4-hour time frame, I told you to watch out for that 200 SMA on the 4-hour, and again, Bitcoin has just blasted through it beautifully. In fact, we had this resistance level at sort of basically 100k, along with this 200 SMA. Bitcoin has just wiped both of those out with a very strong candle to the upside today, which is, guys, fantastic to see. I'm very happy to be flipping bullish again on Bitcoin. If we just take a look at some macro indicators as well, if I just zoom out to the monthly time frame here, and I open up our 2-week stochastic RSI, or our monthly stochastic RSI, we have just entered our bullish zone here on the monthly, which is good to see. Generally, anytime you see the monthly stochastic RSI in the white zone here at the top, generally you see further upside to come. So if you see here in 2023, that marked the start of a rally. In 2020, marked the start of a rally. In 2019, false signal that actually marked the top. But in 2017 also marked the start of a rally. So more times than not, the signal is a bullish one, and that has now confirmed on the monthly time frame, which is great to see. Equally, the RSI standard, the normal RSI, is also in this bullish zone too, signifying that in the long term, on these higher time frames like the weekly, the monthly, Bitcoin's looking good. It's looking bullish, which I'm very happy to say. In terms of potential negatives then, right, so here's the thing, guys. We've just had a pullback, as I'm sure you're all aware of, but I don't know if it's finished yet, because really, oftentimes, these couple of days, right, between the 7th of January to the 10th of January, very often in bull markets causes a drop in the Bitcoin price. So if we just look at last year, we had a 20% pullback starting on basically, the 8th of January. The year before, in 2020, sorry, it started on basically the 4th of January, and then you had another one there in 2019, also around that time. So just be aware. I don't know if this pullback is already carried out, because we did have this pullback here, but just be aware this is a week. The next couple of days is often cyclically a point where Bitcoin price can turn around. Additionally, we also have, as I've been discussing for a while now, this bearish divergence here on the weekly time frame, whereas we're making lower highs in the RSI, but we're making higher highs in the price. And generally what you see from this is some choppy sideways price action or a significant move to the downside. But these do play out over the longer term, right? This is a longer term signal. It's not a sell signal immediately, but it is telling you that you should be careful in the longer term here, right? And if I just nip back over to Bitcoin on this other chart here, we're also running into this critical line of resistance. This trend line has been active since 2017, and you see every time we've touched it has caused a big crash. So guys, I'm just stating the facts here. We are at this level, right? So hopefully Bitcoin can break through here, but it is a major sign you need to be paying attention to, because history tells us that when Bitcoin gets to this level, it really struggles. But overall, things are looking good here on Bitcoin. If we do get a pullback in January/February, I would be just expecting to target, as we've been discussing about for weeks, that 84 to 74k level, because of this prior price structure that we have here, and it's also our weekly EMA band, which should act as major support, and I would be buying this up. So what do you do with all this information then? So Bitcoin's in a bull market, right? And it's looking good. But there are warning signs there. This resistance level where we are at and this bearish divergence on the RSI are two major ones. But my strategy for this moving forward, because we are in a bull market, I'm going to proceed so long as the price, Bitcoin price, is above the 2-day EMA band. I have to stay long. I have to keep my positions. But I'm very, very cautious that things could turn around if those macro bearish signals do begin to play out. So basically, the way I'm playing this, so long as the short-term price action tells me to be bullish, which it is right now, I'll stay bullish. But I will very quickly flip bearish again if the price actually tells me to, just because of these higher time frame warning signals. Okay.